Hi, everybody. I'm Tanya Baldwin from Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy Self, and also the host of Trauma Talk. Wednesday. We're half Wednesday. Not this one. This one. 3 days. 3 days into the work week. So I'm just going to give it a hot second. Maybe have a sippy tea. Coffee. Well, let's be real. This is not tea. This is coffee for sure. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to start with the wisdom of the oracle card that I pulled. So it was deep knowing, number 43, which would be a 7. So just remember, take what resonates and whatever doesn't, just let it go. It could be meant for someone else. And if you want a card pull, if I have time, just leave a comment. And if I see the comment, I can't guarantee that I'll even see it. If you've never used StreamYard before, you have to go to I think it's streamyard.com/Facebook or something like that. I'll drop the link because I did have a friend drop it before, but I'll put the link down in one of the videos to say, like, this is where you will go. And maybe there's a learn more button up here, and I'm like kind of concerned about pushing it and then end up somewhere that I don't want to be in the middle of the broadcast. So I'll check it out at some point and we'll get the right link there. But let's see what Deep Knowing had to say. So the essential meaning is intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or 5 senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then act accordingly. You're now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive the answers from an unusual source. So if you're looking for a relationship message, there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly into your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. 2 hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. For prosperity, so if you're asking about career or work or anything like that, the prosperity message is this is the time when your hunches will pay large dividends if you listen to them. Take the risk and act. Within you, there is an oracular, I'm just going to throw it there, consciousness. There's an oracle within you is what it's saying. There's an oracle within you, a deeper and higher knowing that transcends the machinations of the smaller thinking mind. At the deep level of your intuitive senses, you have an access point to the genius of the collective, the energies of all thinkers and creators, all inventors and leaders, and all that you need in order to leap into success are available to tune into. This is an act of listening intently. Past the busy mind, your genius awaits. And in the protection message, which I didn't pull it in protection, but I'm just going to read it anyway in case that reflects, or it's just that protection message just to watch out for, right? So you're in empathy overload and need to get grounded again, so tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath, empty your mind, and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? I mean, I think that's an important message every day, not just on a day when you pull the deep knowing card, but if someone's exhausting you energetically, you don't have to necessarily, hang out with them or limit your amount that you hang out with them if you can't. Like, good morning, Amberpreet. How are you today? I hope you're having nice weather. It's a little chilly here, but we're in good old Alberta, so we get cold weather fairly soon in the year. and then it lasts a little bit longer than everybody else, it seems. So the other card that I pulled for the Oracle was Galactic Mushrooms, the Divine Matrix. So this definitely seems like it's a reading that's discussing being connected to the divine and being open to receiving messages or to higher knowledge that you can access through that divine matrix. So you might have been, this one here is the divine matrix, the intricate complexities of life. So it was number 24, which would be a 6. So we have 43 and 24. You might have been thinking and acting like you're the only one in the dream creating your life. The galactic mushroom arrives as a playful yet potent reminder that you need to get with your higher power. The universal laws are not for your benefit only. The law of attraction does not exist simply to serve up your desired outcome. The matrix of consciousness, called Source, or God, Spirit, and many other names, is intricately woven into life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungi form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet of the plant kingdom. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith first manifests in the unseen realms, whether or not you can see it working on your behalf. Eventually, you see the evidence playing out in the serendipitous events that work in your favor, seemingly outside of the law of cause and effect. Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. Okay? So again, connect to source, right? So let's see what the tarot, if the tarot, kind of pulls everything together or if it keeps on that same line. Last night when I was pulling cards for the new moon in Scorpio, there were a lot of cards that were coming up and talking about karma and lessons. And that new moon in Scorpio, because it's an eclipse, it's an extra strong new moon. But Scorpio is also, because of its tie to karma, there can be a lot of release that happens, whereas typically with new moons, you're setting intentions and setting goals, but we're still going to be releasing things through the Scorpio new moon, like past and anything with karmic ties. So for today, with the this reading for the tarot, I got the Queen of Pentacles. Look at her looking all regal and connected to nature. I love her little crown. Her crown of twigs and leaves. So light seer, the message is a healer, a working parent, a self-made person, material wealth and abundance, strength in family and community, a kind and nurturing heart, groundedness, being down to earth, generosity. In the shadow seer position, so if she was inverted, I'm just going to say the warning, would be financial stress, being self-absorbed, smothering others, helicopter parenting, overindulgence, work-home imbalances, and materialism. So the message is, this self-made queen reminds you to step into abundance by shifting any shadows you are holding on to around wealth and security. You are safe. Pay attention to your finances to level up your money game and give yourself permission to rise to the upper ranks. This is a positive message of creature comforts and happiness, and this earthly medicine ushers in a life well lived in the material world. Connect with nature to find your calm, healing, and rooted power, and harness the abundance that's available to you by bringing groundedness to your situation. Shower others with warm blessings from a charitable heart, as loyalty, family, and community are themes at this time. Your nurturing and down-to-earth approach will gift stability and support to those in your life. Don't overextend your energy and avoid enabling others by overmothering them. They must learn to walk on their own. Bring your self-work and guidance and your glorious, powerful love. I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. So that's a really good message. And it's true, that line that they said, that they must learn to walk on their own, right? We're always trying to save people from their suffering, but unfortunately it's the suffering that they need to go through in order, and that it's not that I believe that anyone should suffer, but people oftentimes they have to hit their rock bottom so that they're going to put in the work that's required to change. People don't, necessarily think that they need to change until things get to a certain level of pain, right? So that's why a lot of marketing ends up getting targeted around pain points, because when you point out someone's pain point and they tie to that pain point, they're like, oh yes, I hurt like that too. I'm going to move. I'm going to do what this person does, right? That perceived the FOMO, right? That's another marketing technique of you're going to miss out. So they start saying, like this is, last opportunity to get this sale, right? And you're like, oh, it's the last opportunity. I better get on that, right? So if anyone wants a card, I do have some time, because I have some time. So if you want a card, just let me know. I'm going to sit here for a second and see if any comments come up with that. Maybe actually I'll check on my phone to see if I'm not seeing any comments from any of the groups that I'm in, because that does happen, where I don't see. Hi, Sing. I didn't see you. Hello. I don't know if you're still on, because, but that was 3 minutes ago. So good morning. I don't see these comments. If you want a card, let me know. And I can definitely get you one. Okay. I'm not seeing any other comments besides things. So if you do want a card, let me know, and I'll see the comments come up. I'll check on my phone to see the comment. Hi, Amarpreet. I would love to grab a card for you. I hope you're doing well, dear. I don't give cards that flip anymore. I was saying, can you let me know what your name is? The second one that asked for a card pull, because I just can't. It just says Facebook user. For anyone that's like Amarpreet, yours says Facebook user as well. So for anyone that's like that, I know there's a part about going to StreamYard and giving them permission to share your username or your name from it. But anyway, so Amarpreet, I'll get a card for you. Hi, Melissa. How are you, dear? Okay, so the card that I pulled for you, and I'll show you it. It's called Never Ending Story, number 37. I pulled it in the protection. So let's see what your message is. Where did I put it? Oh, I stacked all the books together. That's why I couldn't see it. It was on the bottom. So number 37 would be a 10. So you could look up number 1 or 10. So Never Ending Story. I'll read the main message and then I'll read the protection message, okay? So essential meaning: self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. The Oracle's message: there is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of that is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. The protection message: this is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra today is not my circus, not my monkeys. All this drama will pass, and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. So I don't know if that resonated with you, Amarpreet, but I think it's a pretty good message for all of us. We should really just be not my circus, not my monkeys. Could you imagine if we did that? We wouldn't watch news because that's the circus anymore. They did the only time that I tuned in accidentally to the news, I turned on the TV and it just happened to be on one of those news things and like this one of those tickers going across the bottom and stuff like that. And it was actually talking about how like just crazy the news is nowadays. And every story, this was at the time when the prime minister resigned. So they were, and I guess when they resigned, they were swearing or something like that. So like every news station was going on about and as they left, they said F this and F that and whatever. And they're like swearing in it. And they're like, it's just seriously so funny that it's crazy. You're so welcome, Anne Marguerite. Okay, Melissa, I'm going to knock any of the other energies out. You know what? You got the same card I pulled for myself this morning, so it must be a reason for me to read it. So the card that I pulled for you is exchanging gifts. And I pulled this, I think I pulled it yesterday as well, or a couple days ago, about exchanging gifts. So this is number 27, which would be a number 9. And this is all about being open to receiving, because you have to be open to receive. It's not just about give, right? There's a two-way street there. A lot of us are big givers, and that's all we do is just continually give from ourselves, but you have to be open to receive. So let's read what this card's all about. So the essential meaning, the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining values. The oracle's message. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage of a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time of just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the values others bring to your life. If you're looking at relationship message, love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. If you're looking at it from a prosperity or career in that way, all your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, creating, and spending your time wisely pay off in ways you may not have been anticipating. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas, and the energy of your intentions are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring you success and more. Everything is an exchange. Keep doing what you're doing. Goodwill comes back tenfold. So I'm not sure if that resonated with you, Melissa, but if it did, awesome. I'm going to check on my phone to see if there's any messages that I'm not seeing, but if anybody else wants a card pulled, let me know and I will get you one. I'm just going to, like I said, refresh my sorry, that was on another video. That was on my video from last night. Amanda, yes, I will give you a card. I'm so happy I decided to do this. That I decided to use my phone to check in on some of the comments on other ones. Okay, so let's see. This is for Amanda Avila. Okay, and I hope I said your name correctly, but I'm going to, you're welcome. Amanda. Oh, and if you're in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective and you haven't, I put the video up. I'll post the cards today. I did take pictures of them all. I'll post the cards today for last night's event, but the video is up now, and you can see that I got a crown. I freaking love it. Okay, I'm gonna pull now because I keep shuffling and the cards are not being cooperative. So let me just. I do feel like that's the one. So Amanda, I have. It's funny. I'm like, because I can see myself on the little video here. It's funny. I'm going to close that screen because it's very distracting. So the card that I pulled is Time for a nap, number 24. So let's see what your message is. I know it's going to be about rest for sure. I remember someone saying once, you sip, we sip, so I'm sipping. Time for a nap. The essential meaning is rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. Temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. The oracle's message. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overbusy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. Because we get wrapped up in that we're not productive unless we're doing something or we're going somewhere or we're involved in, like we've got to be in that propulsion of motion. But action isn't the only way that we're fine just being. We just have to relearn that it's okay to just be. So the relationship message, if that's where you were asking, when it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it's a good to take this time out to get to know yourself. If you're involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time. Don't force anything now. Allow things to flow naturally, and a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. If you're looking around a job or a career or anything around prosperity, this is a great time to take a break from your busy schedule and allow yourself the opportunity to step back. Your plans are meant to be put on ice. Your goals can wait. Dream, imagine, and let go of attachments to any outcome now. Meditate and take a holiday if you can. Things will speed up soon enough. After a break, you may want to make some changes. Epiphanies have an amazing way of arising when you take your focus off your to-do list and allow yourself to rest. And it's so true, right? Sometimes if you're caught up in the action mindset, then you're task oriented and you're not, even with my nursing staff, when they would be working with patients, if you're just task oriented, then you're missing out on the patient. Your focus isn't on the care necessarily. Then it becomes, I have to do this and I have to go do that and I have to do this. And it's just the next item on the list and it becomes a checklist. As opposed to being a very human exchange that you're doing when you're nursing. There's that compassion and kindness level. There's that communication that needs to occur between the nurse and the patient. If you're too task oriented, you miss out on that communication space because you're too focused on, I have to do this and then I have to do that and then I have to do that. So when you shut off from being go, go, go and do, you give yourself that opportunity to open up your creativity and to connect in a better way, in a more different way. So I'm going to check and see if that resonated for Amanda. I'm going to give it a little. Oh, it's really reaffirming that's what you need to be doing, is to take a break. So definitely rest. Just, it's okay. Right. And for some of us, it's hard. That's one of the hardest things that we do is rest, because it's not in our nature. We were raised, parents that rewarded us for all of the things that we did or all of our accomplishments. Then we're like, okay, that's where my value is. My value is in what I can produce or what I'm doing or how I'm showing up in a certain way. And we don't think that rest is okay because we weren't taught that that's a huge part of just being human, is allowing yourself the opportunity to rest and rejuvenate. Good morning, Zeke. Would you like a card? Hello from YouTube of all places, my dear. If you would like a card, I can pull one. I probably have time for one more, and then I got to pack my stuff up because I'm actually taking my cards on a road trip today, because I'm going to do readings for the admin staff at work today as a treat before I leave. Good morning, Zeke. Good morning, Linda. Hello, love. How are you? Would you like a card this morning? I have time for one more card, so I'm just throwing the offer out there. And if nobody takes me up on it, I'm going to bid you adieu on your lovely Wednesday, and you can have a wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow if that's the case. I feel like pulling one for you, Linda. I was like, if you don't say yes, I will be surprised. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll have time for both, okay? We'll see what we can do. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna, because of the order that they're on there, Zeke is sure, and then Linda is yes, please. So we're gonna do Zeke first. Okay, I just had to shuffle again because I realized I wasn't. Actually, that's the card. Oh, hello. I don't know what you're asking for necessarily, but the card that I pulled is not for you. So you can see the hand underneath the chessboard. That's the, basically representing the divine. So life is a strategy, right? And there's a fortune cookie that's sitting there that's saying not for you. Now that doesn't mean that what you're asking for is not for you forever. It could just mean that it's not for you right now. So let's see read the message real quick. And I actually pulled this card for myself yesterday. So this is a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for this exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is in for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. The relationship message. Some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. It's not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you're the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot, there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. Now, the other message behind that is it may not be that it's not right for you right now, right? Maybe it's taking a step back and that person does some inner work or you do some inner work and then you come back together. It's not necessarily like it's dead and done. It's just that right now, today, in this moment, this phase, that whatever it is that you're asking about is not the right space for you. Right? It could show up again in a different way. So the prosperity message, you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat, then keep on going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. So people don't necessarily like to get that card because it does speak about endings, right? And there is that rejection is protection, right? There's been many times when relationships have ended, at least for me anywhere, where my relationships have ended and it's been the best thing because the next level that you go to or the next person that you meet is giving you another experience, and it could be another lesson too that you need to learn to eventually get to that spot that you need to be at to be authentic, to love yourself, to put those boundaries in and things, right? So I'm going to get this card for Linda and then I got to run because I'm now going to be late because that's what I do every morning. I always overextend myself to give as much value to you guys as possible. And then I run away late to my job. Ooh, I'm going to just, Dawn. Oh, she must have went upstairs. Sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I need to run and start my car. Because it's cold. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Sometime I got that card yesterday and yeah, it was harsh because I'm still trying to unwrap what it meant, but definitely one thing that I could have done yesterday was just watch my tongue because I was a bit spicy. That Scorpio new moon had me showing up in my moon. My emotion is in 2, so it's communication for me. And I was definitely not communicating the best yesterday. So let's see how today goes. So this card is for Linda, and then I'm going to run. Imagine. Number 20. Okay. So let's see what our imagine is all about. So imagine, turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. The Oracle's message: who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time today daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. In the relationships, in the matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connection to that person. Well, that's romantic. If you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out onto the dance floor where the imagination partners with manifestation. This message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You will be changed for the better. Imagine that. Someone's coming, Linda. Someone's coming, and they're going to be what you need. The prosperity message. This is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envision it, you can have it. Get ready for prosperity. Get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams all really will come true. Okay. I can, but it'll be later tonight because I need to go and I'm going to run right now. Okay. I will take a picture and send it to you later today. Okay. But I'm going to jump off because, like I said, I made myself late because that's what I typically do. I push it too far, but I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow morning for more of the same. And have a great day. Okay. Bye.